go ahead and teach you guys some basic techniques for lacrosse. So lacrosse started off with the Native Americans in the 18th century. So the stick looked a little bit different. Now we use titanium and a plastic head, while they used mostly wood and leather instead of mesh. So the difference between now and then is the balls definitely changed. They use like a stone or anything they could kind of get their hands on. They kind of played it all over North America. And then but some of the stuff has stayed the same. So the first thing I wanted to demonstrate was a technique called cradling, and that's basically what that does is it's going to keep the ball in the actual stick itself while you're running, dodging, shooting. Pretty much it's like the heartbeat of like what you need to be doing while you're on the field. So the first way to demonstrate it is you want to keep your bottom left hand at the bottom of the stick and then your right hand towards the middle or upper part of the stick. What you want to do is you want to go ahead and hold it down and then kind of do like a bicep curl and then rotate your wrist over. What that does is going to use like the centrifugal force to kind of hold the ball in so it doesn't get knocked out. This is also going to help when people are like trying to check it out of your stick, or if you're winding up for a shot, anything like that. Next, I want to go ahead. There's about 4 different basic ways of shots that we use in lacrosse. And the first one I'm going to go ahead and show you guys is going to be just a overhand like high to high shot. And how you basically want to set up for that one is you're going to want to go ahead and put your bottom left hand on the bottom of the stick with your top right hand on the middle towards the bottom, and you just want to kind of step like and then throw. So that's going to be like slow motion and just kind of like a baseball. And then fast motion would look like a lot like this. And then so you can do that. That's the overhand. And then the next one would be the 3/4 release. And you're going to set up pretty much the same way. The bottom hand at the bottom of the stick, the top hand towards the middle, a little bit higher up, and you're going to come across 3/4. So it's just a little bit harder for the goalie to actually track and see where the ball's going to be coming from. You can also shoot like around a person. And then the next would be a complete sidearm, which would be pretty much the same way. The bottom hand just a little bit lower, and you're going to come, instead of 3/4 across, you're going to come straight at your hip level. And then lastly, the one I was going to show you guys would be the low to low or the low to high shot. And that one's probably my favorite. You come and you're always cradling during your shot, so that's like kind of where you need to know how to do that. But what you're going to do is you're going to have your hand on the bottom left of your stick, and then your top hand towards the middle. And then while you're doing that, you're going to come up from down, and then you're going to bring it down kind of like a golf swing, and then bring it up. So you're going to pull up with your bottom hand and push with your right. What that's going to do is it's going to make the ball go from like down by your ankles up towards the top of the net, which is 6 feet tall. That's going to definitely distract the goalie, and the goalie's going to want to go low because he's going to think you're going to come low, and then the ball will raise up high. So that would be the low to high, and then the low to low would be pretty much the same thing, except you're going to want to keep your hand on the bottom of the stick, the top hand towards the middle, and then you're going to come low and then just stay low. That's really good if there's a bunch of people in front of the goal, so the goalie can't really see where the ball's going to come. Thank you guys for listening. I hope I've demonstrated some topics for you.